Well, 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime, and 1 American dies of melanoma almost every hour. It's easy to throw out numbers. We do it a lot in the news.
Yeah, but the thing behind the numbers is a face. And in this instance, it's a face you should know well. WMUF News anchor Dana Evans joins us with her story tonight.
I admit it. I spent a good amount of my life outside, sitting on the beach or by the pool. And I admit I didn't use sunscreen every time. But in an instant, one trip to the doctor and my relationship with the sun changed. It scared me. I hope my wake-up call can give you one too. It's a small spot, one you'd barely notice. I barely noticed it, but it's landed me here in Dr. Jackie Epperson's office. You see, years of worshiping the sun could turn this into this, skin cancer.
We took this off and we know this is not a melanoma. It probably has a 10% chance of turning into melanoma one day is all. And I don't like waiting around to find out if you happen to be that 10%.
Neither do I. That tiny little spot is something called Clark's nevus, a precancerous patch that has to be cut out. It was a little mole, discolored and uneven, something I kept thinking I needed to get checked out. But I'm 32, young. Why worry about skin cancer now?
Denial's an easy thing.
And denial could have led to a deadly problem later on in my life. Squamous cell, basal cell, or melanoma cancer. It's something Dr. Epperson sees in his office all the time, and skin cancer doesn't discriminate based on age.
My son's best friend, he's a surfer and he's already had squamous cell cancers and melanoma cut off of his back at age 17.
And those that just have so much intense exposure to tanning beds, then I'll see them in more advanced stages in their late 30s and 40s.
And for most people, it all centers around that tan. Your skin's reaction to the UV light from the sun or a tanning bed.
When you think about what is a tan is the skin's response to trauma, period. You can tan somebody nicely with a cigarette lighter if you don't do it too long and burn them.
If Dr. Epperson sounds passionate, well, he is. All because he's watched too many of his patients' lives changed with that one little spot.
I have just seen so much damage to people from this issue. Patients of mine that I care so much for, seeing them having portions of their face missing. If everyone could spend the day in a advanced surgery clinic for skin diseases of cancer nature of the face and see the deformities of these people, you would not go out in the sun.
When you hear a story like that, it makes my procedure seem small. But that's the point, I guess. I'm taking care of it now so it doesn't become a big deal later. The piece of my leg removed has been sent off for more testing to make sure Dr. Epperson got it all out. Now it's time for me to reevaluate my sun exposure. It's not too late for me or for you.
If you're age 15 to 35, realize every time you go out in the sun, it has a memory. It's damaging your DNA, and that doesn't go away. If you are tanning, if you have a lot of skin damage, stop it. And it's amazing that I see this all the time with patients that I convince to stop doing this. Their skin will heal over 6 months.
A healing process I hope to begin today. All right, so right now I want you to start examining your own skin. Use a bright light and mirrors to look really hard and consider having someone else look at the areas like your back that you can't see well. And here's what you're looking for on your moles. First of all, asymmetry. One half doesn't match the other. Border irregularity, where edges are ragged or notched or blurred. Color, where it isn't uniform. Shades of tan, black, and brown are present. And diameter, a mole bigger than a pencil. Be sure to look for those things, and if you see one of them, go see your doctor. In the studio, Dana Evans, WMBF News.